fault, essentially, as long as the women give that man authority and coverage over them. If you don't want him to have no responsibility over you, then you have to move to the side and let him go lead someone else, right? But our women have been using 50-50 and equality to have leverage over decisions that's destroying society. So if you're saying that men were using toxic masculinity and power to dominate women, but you wanted men to be more responsible of a society, why is it that women aren't using 50-50 and equality to be more responsible of the society and making better decisions that enhance our society? Because at this point, it seems that our women are having fake outrage. And let's use a situation. It seems like our women are having fake outrage over them saying black men are picking a white woman and being able to make money with her over our responsibility to the community. But it's okay if our woman puts money, feminism, herself, and sexual liberation using the white man and white women against her man over her responsibility to society. So if you're going to tell the black man to show up for society and for the family, then the black woman has to show up for society and the family.
But black ladies are not going to do that, because I believe black women don't understand their role. All these other races know their role as a female and as a wife or, you know, a partner. But we as blacks, no, it doesn't happen. They feel it's more like on a selfish act. I got to get my money up. I got to be a boss babe. I got to do all these things that is actually destroying the community of family. We don't have a family dynamic because everybody want to be a boss when you could just, you know, gravitate into, because family doesn't, you know, if you take the word boss out, what do you have? Because it's like that's all they thinking about is money, 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 money. What can I do? What can I get? All about me, me, me. It's like selfish. So that means that you don't understand life. Life is not about just you.
Guys, listen up. As you get older, the best way to continue to look young, exuberant, and vibrant is to continue to take care of your skin. That's why I'm excited to have Teej Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. You heard me talk about them before, and you're going to continue to hear me talk about them because I believe in their products and the positive impact that they have on every man's life. Teej Hanley makes taking care of your skin so easy. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing that you don't. Every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. Lapeef family, I must admit, skincare wasn't always something I always focused on, but since I started using this system, I've seen improvements in the way my skin looks and feels. And you don't have to take my word for it. They have over 5,000 5-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers from around the world. I recommend you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer, and a PM moisturizer. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Teej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click that first link in the description and you'll get 30% off the first box plus the free gift. Seriously, that's an amazing deal. Even though it's too early, as I often say, it's never too late. Click that link and get started today.
Why are these people having kids if you just want to be selfish and do what you want to do? That means you shouldn't be procreating or anything. You should be doing what you want to do. And when you're ready to have your kids, good luck with that, because depending on how old you try and do that at. But you need to, it's like, what happened to that? Everybody want to be independent when independent is lonely, but everybody's saying they don't care about being lonely, which is weird as hell, but you want kids. So if you want kids, then you shouldn't want to be independent. If you want kids, you should want a man. But everything is like, I don't want none of this. I just want everything to myself. I want this type of child. I only want one kid. Matter of fact, I want a girl. Like, how about just get with a productive human being, have a productive ass life, and then live happy that way. And if we're going to talk about, I know happy was a topic earlier. That's the form of happiness, because that's in the biblical standards. Everything outside of the Bible seems to be happy for everybody. There's nowhere in that Bible does it say for women to be single and alone and not have kids and not have a damn covering. So let's get back to the biblical principles, and maybe this weird ass independent lifestyle will go away.
I would say, Lady Di, I don't even think that it's that people want a specific thing. I think it's because everybody I think it's because they want it all, and they think they can have it all. So they think they can live an independent life and have a husband. They think they can live. They think they can live their early 20s doing whatever they want, and then at 30, a man will fall out the sky or a baby will come. I think they want it all, And the problem is when you're trying to chase it all, you're trying to get it all, you will never be happy because it'll never come. You can't have it all. Kevin Samuels said it best. Life is about choices and trade-offs. What choice do you make, and what are you willing to trade for it? What are you willing to give up for it? And that's the reality. Everybody wants it all. Well, I ain't gonna, because Ali gonna get on my ass, but
What?
Ali, pause.
I don't think they necessarily want it all. They're fighting
The
against
illusion
what
of
their
all.
parents were saying. So, well, it depends on if they were raised by a single mother. But a lot of single mothers say, don't do like I did. Make sure you have your own. So they start
So
telling
that you
those
don't need a
things to their
man.
little girls. Yeah, but they start selling those things to their little girls when they're little. So as they grow up, they're thinking, I need to make sure I get enough so I can take care of myself. So I don't need anybody. Like my mom needed help. I'm gonna make sure that I have more than what she had so I can provide for my family, regardless of if the man stays or not. Because a lot of these things were like horror stories. Like you don't want a man to walk out on you, and you don't have no money, you don't have nothing saved up, you don't have no job. Don't be like your mama or don't be like your grandma. So these horror stories were put into little girls' heads from the time they were little. And as they grew up, they grew with that fear of not having money. So they're focused on the money part, but the mom didn't focus on make sure you have the right partner, make sure you marry the right person, make sure you don't have children until you're married. That's not so much pushed as make sure you have the money. So once they get the money side, then they'll realize later, oh, wait, I didn't get any of these other things. So they're going to be telling their kids, don't just focus on money, focus on X, Y, and Z. So it's all based off of what they're raised focusing on, and they focus on that. They teach their kids, don't do like me, do better than me. And it's just a cycle in that way.
I agree with that,
I would-
fantasy girl. But to me, I feel like a lot of us are not growing with common sense. Because if you look around you and you see all these ladies who live in this life of, promoting that independent single mother, like they're choosing to do those things, it's not. It looks like struggle, like you doing everything by yourself because you want to. That's not happy, and they're looking at that like, "Ooh, I can do that." As that's if you think about the actual life that you really, really want, a lot of people just want to be financially stable, right? And kind of do what they want to do. You're not going to be able to do that being a single parent and choosing to be a single parent. So that's where the common sense comes in at. Because guess what? I was taught the same damn thing, right? But when I looked around me, I was like, I'm better than that. Like, why would I want that? So that's where it comes into like confidence. You have to understand your value as a woman in this society. It's like we look at ourselves so low that we're like, we can't get that. And then when we get somebody good, then it's like, nah, I don't want that. Matter of fact, I'd rather stay in this place because it's comfortable for me. When it's like, why is that comfortable? You shouldn't want to live that way, especially if you were a female in this society. You should want to be protected and have a father, male figure in the house with you to raise these kids. These kids do a lot of stuff. If anybody on here that got kids, y'all already know kids are a lot of work, to be honest, right? And we have them, right? But we're not giving up. I'm just saying, if you want to have children, have kids, but do it right. Don't look around you and say, well, my grandma told me this, so this is what I'm going to do. That's stupid. If you look at your grandma and all these people around you that's not doing the things that is actually the right way to live, then you're just like them, which to me, that's stupid as hell. You cannot live and think that that's okay. You have to have common sense in this society if you want to thrive. It doesn't have to be relationship. It's anything. Relationship, money, all of the stuff that you want, you have to have it. If you don't have it, then you just wasting space and you're like a fly on the wall.
I think it also depends on life circumstances as well, because I agree with what Fantasy said. I grew up around everybody being married. I grew up with a great example of everyone sticking together, even through cheating, like getting marriage counseling. I grew up, both of my parents are ministers, so I grew up heavy in church, and everybody had a partner. However, when I moved, I'm from Virginia, but when I moved at 17, I moved to LA. And they say, that's like the devil's playground. And I feel like life circumstances made me not know how to navigate through life and understand people, understand myself, love myself, all the things that I feel like the biggest thing is like once you start healing, you realize those things. It's not necessarily like someone taught me, oh,